missed the bump and I missed the hit. Well, I missed that side-colored down-leg trip. Well, I didn't quit, I just ran out of money. Give me another drink and I'll tell ya, I ain't feeding no lines. But that girl you knew last summer, well, she was out to kill your mind. And now you're home and defensive, like a dog gone in a bone.
Lacey, the genius.
The best wrestler around, right. No denying it.
I love Dean Price so much.
Dean Price.
Bless you all. Except this dodgy cunt.
I don't think Jesus called people dodgy cunts.
He did.
Dodgy cunt, how are you doing?
How are you doing, my friend?
All gravy, bro. All gravy.
That's
look
excellent, my man. That's excellent. Yeah, look at me. Hey, you know what? I am built up like the champion that I am.
The champ.
Here, you know? That's right. The champ is here. Dezzie Omega is in the house. Hello, everybody. Welcome to an episode of Dynamite with Dezzie and Dean. Cheers, cheers. John Howell saying cheers and Legos already. Well, then, very well, Johnny, if that's how you want to start this off, buddy.
Big Johnny. Big
Yes,
Johnny.
sir. No, but honestly, I think we were both on the same page about this episode of Dynamite in that, dude, what was going on? I mean, it started off kind of weak, but it ended very strong.
Yeah, short two halves, wasn't it? First half.
Yeah.
No, not really. Happened a
Yeah.
minute, you know.
Good morning, going out to JT. Good morning, JT West.
Yes, JT.
All right. Well, I mean, here we go. Let's get right into it here. We got the title belt here. Dezzie Omega on the show here. Dean Callis.
Looks heavy, that is heavy. Looks heavy.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, it's 15 pounds right here. 15 pounds of weighted steel here for sure. Of nickel and gold plating. All right. Let's kick into this here. So this week on the show, starting it off, we had the Bucks taking on TH2. And man, dude, the young Bucks ever look amazing with these tag team belts on. You know, rocking that denim there. I loved it. The tag team titles on them. It looks good. It looks really good. I saw really so that really there was a really super dope dive on TH2. Nick does that insane flip over his brother where Matt kind of did the splits and then Nick dove over him. But I just wish some of these spots weren't so set up, especially with these two teams. It's you've already got the Young Bucks who are very spot heavy, and now you got TH2 who's really spot heavy, and there's no third team in the mix like FTR or some other like Butcher and Blade to sort of ground them off a bit more.
It felt very choreographed, didn't it? Lots of it felt very choreographed, yeah. Yeah,
from one spot to the next here, running into the next one. I've just never seen TH2 tell a story here, you know, in the AEW ring. Oh, here's Jacob. Hey, what's up, stretchy boy? But so you couple them, like I said, with the Bucks here. It's just really trade off of spots. I think we were both on the same page there. Jack Evans jumping off of Nick to the outside of the ring while Angelico's still holding him. I thought there was some really nice. Now, as far as it was a spot fest, there were some very nice looking spots here. So it's obviously going to be very good in the highlight reel in the clip for both of these teams. Wait, did they just say during this match that Brandy Rhodes is going to be with Shaq and Tony? That took me right out of it. I was like, wow, this is.
Well, wait till we get to the fucking segment.
rough seas ahead there, mateys. Rough seas ahead, mateys. All right, 1 second. I'm just going to close the door again.
Like I say, the match itself, it was like fast paced, flipping and diving all over. It were all right, but there were a lot of bits that did take me out of it. And I don't know, Jack Evans isn't on the best form at the moment. I felt like you could see him waiting for spots, like way too much, because that sort of thing, as a wrestling fan, you've got to suspend your belief about a lot of stuff to enjoy. But then when something takes you out of it, like I kept feeling like I was watching him wait, you know, right, I need to be there. I need, you know, just a bit too much. Yeah. And like, I don't know, lazy is the wrong word, but he just didn't, I don't know, he just doesn't seem fully into it at the moment. Like and everything's just a bit half-assed, and it's almost like I'm worried about him hurting himself. You know, when he goes for dives and stuff, they're all just not quite there, you know. So I don't know, maybe he's going through something, you know what I mean? Obviously, we've all got shit going on outside world, but, you know, he's just not.
Man, that's when you know your wrestling is taking you out of the fucking picture, when people start wondering about what your home life is like.
Yeah, I'm like, he's worried about mental health, yeah, I know. but yeah, I don't know, just recently, it's just a bit, I don't know.
Well,
No,
I mean, like I got
we
your
know how
comment.
brilliant he is. He's fucking awesome.
But that's it. Is I got your comment, and I was watching the match because you started before I did, and I was watching the match, and I think Jack Evans was one of the stronger pieces of that whole fight.
He still did some awesome stuff. I like the little bit when the ref were on his knees, and he used the ref's leg to step up and jump on him. That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, and there was like that stupid impact on that super kick that Jack Evans took, right?
Yes,
and that Jack Evans power bombing him off the apron over the barricade into the Acclaimed. Max Caster there, the John Cena rapper, as you called him. I'm
wishes he was as good as John Cena.
Well, here we go. Let's just wait now. The 450 off of the ropes into that near fall, like, wow, man. And holy shit, that Doomsday device, that ramp, like I said, there were so many good spots here, right? Like Jack Evans taking that Doomsday device onto the ramp looks like it almost killed him. So maybe he was good to look out for his safety, right? But then, like you said, Jack Evans using that ref's leg to jump off, how the ref was kind of just like leaning in and Jack pushed off his leg and just like, oh my God, that was so good. And I'm a big fan of Angelico. That death roll is so dope. But what a senton bomb, right? Like, holy shit. There was so, like, again, this match to me was very disjointed in a lot of ways. But once I started getting into it, it was like, okay, it's almost like they eased into it. This match was almost like a canary in the coal mine for the rest of the show, in that it started off really cold to me, but I warmed up to it as it went on. So I found out, like, Nick bumping to the outside, off the rope outside the ring, that indie taker to the floor. Was it like a Meltzer driver? I forget which one is the flip and which one's just the...
Yeah, so like we're doing like all limit tombstone position, one, then to the outside. That was a good looking spot. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I think in commentary called it an assisted tombstone as opposed to calling it a Meltzer driver. So I'm not sure.
Yeah. So Shannon with a super good point here is, how can he take the Doomsday device and still come back at all? Please sell big moves. And this is what it comes down to in other matches I've got here too, where it says right here, the 450 off the ropes. The 450 off the ropes should have been a finish. That could have easily been a finisher in any kind of, like, you watch a match and you're like, wow, that's a huge move to take. And the amount that all these moves are becoming near falls now, all these trusted finishers that used to be great moves, and they're just sort of becoming these near fall finishes into this. And this is, I think this is exactly the kind of match that critics will look at and say, flippy shit, right? Flippy shit. And I can't disagree in this regard. So
I think a lot of it's because, like, a lot of these lads they've all been on the indies, haven't they? And they've done these indie shows where you go around, you've got to do all your big stuff because you just, for that live crowd at that thing, and you don't want to see someone selling a big move on floor for 10 minutes. They just want to see the action. I think some of the acts need to transition to the fact that now you're on a big stage, so it's like you need to adjust. It's good, like, independent wrestling is great, but you need to just step up and make the difference, make things seem important.
It's like RVD said to the guys, it's like, hey, we don't have to see every one of your moves, in every single match now. You know what I mean? Like, it's...
I'd rather not. Either. I don't want to see the same move. You don't want to see people playing... But that's why I felt like this, playing your greatest hits sort of thing, right? We do one of them, then we do one of them, and then we do one of them. And like, say, spread it out.
Yeah, we're going to see you guys next week. You know what I mean? We're going to see you guys next week and the week after that. So just, like, slow your roll, boys. Slow your roll. Dezzie says slow your roll.
It was fine. It was okay opening, but just fine. Not too much to say.
But it sucks because, I mean, dude, like, we've had such big shows from them that they've created this bar for themselves, and it's so high now that even when they have a really big, like, this was a pretty good match. Honestly, it turned out to be pretty exciting if you're just going to sit down, like, to the casual fan. There was so much to be in. Like, I can see a lot of my friends being like, holy shit, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell, cuz? All that kind of shit. But, like, like, they didn't have to go that far. You know what I mean? They could have told much more of a story with this one. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too critical.
Well, like, you said, the bar's so incredibly high, so insanely high, that, like, a show that's 10 times better than all that WWE's putting out is still what we'll call a very bang average show, but it's done. Well, like I say, this show's different. It was more like it had average bits and then some really awesome bits. But like you say, the bar's so high that you've got to drop below the bar sometimes, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly it, right? All right. So afterwards here we had the Acclaimed. So the BTE trigger ended the match. The BTE trigger is still one of the coolest moves in wrestling, I think. It's really protected too. Like, that move will end matches. Here comes the Acclaimed, but SCU cuts them off. So my boy Max Caster almost got in there, and he would have grabbed the microphone and started doing some really simple raps because that's what he rolls like craps.
Exactly. Send him that.
Right?
He can use that next week. Perfect.
All right. So
Well,
MJF,
obviously, we found out they got a match next week, haven't they? SCU and
that's
Acclaim
right.
next week, yeah.
Yeah. So that's coming up here in our next week's segment, which we will do this week. So MJF here is I love how he says he's gonna upset some not so smart marks. MJF again. I mean, what can we say? You give MJF the microphone, you give him a camera, and it's sprinkle. You're gonna get magic every time.
Yeah, if you give him 10 seconds, it's like it's an engaging 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You pay attention when he's on screen, don't you?
Yeah, you're gonna give him the most of it. Like they tell him, you got 20 seconds here, use it, and he will. Then we got Darby Allin. Oh, geez.
No, this Darby Allin thing. JR introduced it with here we go, another classic video from Darby Allin. I thought, have any of them been classics? His little school projects in the black and white when he's setting stuff on fire or falling over. Classics?
Tongue in cheek, I think. That was tongue in cheek.
I don't know. JR said it with some conviction, man. Like, I don't know. But
well, I think it's
this was the best one he's done. This was the best one he's done. Like when I was hearing Darby speak, get some character from him, and I liked doing the Rorschach test, wasn't it? What you see here, I see buying cage, I see a puppet and such. I enjoyed what it was, but like I say, nice to see something more from him than just let's burn a piece of wood on the grass and smash a piece of glass over there and
sprinkle
over
there.
there. Sure. Yeah.
All right.
And then it was Sting's face, wasn't it? The last one was Sting's face, wasn't it?
My God. My God. Okay, again here. Where is it here? I don't even know if we can. I don't even know if we have it here. If it's, I think. Oh yeah, I see. It all changes. That's funny. The whole thing changes up here. All right, here we go. Darby Allin. Darby Allin. All right. Well, we got Darby Allin here. I can't access the same. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, cool. So. Yeah, man, I don't know. Darby Allin here. Darby saying it's him versus Cage for the TNT title. That's good that they're giving him some spot to talk here. They show the picture of Sting and he chuckles. So I don't know. Where's he going with it? Is he going to be nice to him? Is he going to be mean to him? Who knows? Will Cody even give anybody any of Sting's time? Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Oh, shit. Wait a second. Oh, what's going on here? It's actually, no, that's not the right one. There we go.
Got that many now to cycle through them.
Yeah, we got to cycle through them here. They look so much alike, I have to differentiate between them more. So it is now Triple C time. It is officially the Cody Climax Club with Dezzie and Dean. And, dude. Dude. Okay. Why the fuck does it matter that Cody stood toe-to-toe with Sting? Why the fuck does he need to be introduced here at all? Why does Cody start off this segment? Why does Cody get this attention? Why the fuck do we care what Cody says about the fact that Sting made his during this match? Like the fact that you were there, Cody, you're going to just make it about you now right off the bat? Sure. I mean, thank fuck. Okay. So thank fuck Sting just cut off Cody, right? Hang on a second here. So this is it. A big entrance. Why? Exactly. Thank you. Why? Okay. So Sting cuts off Cody. But then we get another big entrance here. This is what Sting should have had. Cody should have just come out.
100%.
Cody should have just come out with no music, with his suit on, and maybe take off his headset again to prove that he's
just be in the ring with Cody. Just be in the ring with Tony. Just be in the ring with Tony.
But just be in the ring with Tony Schiavone here. So he comes out. Why even have Cody come out at all? Arn comes in. I want to make sure this is real. I'm gonna leave. Tony, I'm gonna leave too. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Like, this was supposed to be Tony Schiavone and Sting. This was been advertised as Tony and Sting, not Cody and Sting, not Tony Sting. And then, poof, in a millisecond, all of Sting's mystique is gone in AEW in a fucking second. There's no crow, there's no silence, there's no brooding, there's no mystery, there's nothing. There's just fourth wall Sting, Steve Borden, might as well not even have the fucking makeup on, just buddy pal Sting, fucking sing along here with fucking Tony Schiavone. Brutal use of Sting. This is where some direction's needed. This is where I kind of wish somebody had a hand on the wheel like Triple H or Vince does, where it's like somebody's got to give some advice and say, hey guys, here's where we could go with the segment. What do you guys think? Instead of what happened. Because right away, Holy shit, Sting just fucking might as well just shit on everything we've built over the last 2 days here, the last week here, and just say poof, it's gone now. I'm just Steve Borden. I might as well come out with whatever gimmick now. He acknowledges, but right away though, the one thing I like though, this is what I fucking loved about this whole segment, is that it became about fuck you, Cody. I'm not here for you, Cody. Shh, just shut your fucking mouth for a second, buddy. He looks right up. I'm here for this guy. Is something really, really familiar about this place. I thought that was fucking hilarious. It's just like, dude, take my shit even more. Come on, just take some more of it. If you guys could have rafters, you'd have me up in the rafters, you piece of shit. But my God, man, just putting Cody in his place. But why the fuck Cody even had to be there? Oh, I don't know, man. I just fucking, it just reminds me of being a fan of wrestling during the Triple H reign of terror, where anytime you saw Triple H come out in his suit with Evolution or with his long hair, you just knew it was going to shit on you. You knew every match was going to be shitty. You knew the finale was going to be shit.
Well there with Cody with that regard.
When it
pops on the screen now. But the Mystique thing, I really wasn't bothered when he started talking. I had a smile on my face because he looked like he was enjoying himself, and like I don't think he necessarily needs to be like the same, like how he had the entrance last week, all this Mystique, this that. I don't think he needs to go up for that. It's like we all know who he is. And he's a human being, and I want to, sort of hear from the human being. He's in a different part of his career now, so I wasn't too bothered about that. And I actually just liked his interaction with Tony, and how excited he seemed to be there. I liked that. But like say on the Cody stuff, like it's not character work from Cody. This is what's frustrating about it. It's pure ego. Like there was zero respect from Cody, even in the context of what the segment is that whatever role you're playing in it. There was zero respect. Like look at see the people at ringside, all the wrestlers like buzzing. Wow, Cody like, but I loved it when he said, when he's like, I've waited a long time to share a ring with you. Cody says like, I'm not here for you. You see Cody's face sulking, and again, not character work. Like it just seemed like he was. What do you mean? It's not about me. Everything's about me. I'm Cody Rhodes. And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's like, yeah. So in my notes, literally says, "Fuck, I hate Cody." In my notes, yeah. And I don't use the word hate. Anyone who knows me, I rarely say the word hate because I don't like the energy it creates. It's not good. Say dislike. If you dislike something, fair enough. Yeah. But yeah, I fucking hate Cody Rhodes on that.
So here's the thing. Yeah, JT appreciates giving Tony the It Sting moment, and 100%. I would have loved to see it too. But let's just I think it could have been drawn out where I agree he doesn't have to and Shanna says it here too, that she forgets that Sting can also talk like a normal person because in her head, he talks like the Undertaker for some reason. And, oh, here we go. Blue here. I just pulled up his comment by accident. Awesome show. Wicked. What's up, Bluey?
No, by accident. Because we love you, Blue. I want to say
yes, 100%. But it's just mistiming, I mean, in that regard. It just popped up there. No, but the thing is Sting had a moment. Sting had all of this. Every eye was looking at him. And I just would have loved it if he gave it a moment of where am I going to go with it? What's going to happen here? Like, take it in for a second before they rush that whole, hey, I'm Arn Anderson. I just want to say, I'm leaving. Okay, bye, Arn.
Yeah, what the fuck why the fuck did you walk out? Save your legs, mate. Save your legs. What the fuck?
But for real though, man, the fact that Arn cut him off so quick, I think I would have just loved a little slower burn there. And then for sure though, I do realize that Sting doesn't talk like Taker. He talks in a normal voice and he has this normal cadence with people. But and he's a very he's a good talker. But it's just I would have loved to see a little bit more of a little bit of more pomp before he kind of pulled the curtain back and said, "Hey, what's up? It's just me, guys. Chill. I'm not here for you, Cody. You're a piece of shit." And then bury Cody the way he did.
Yeah, I'd have been fine with Mystique carrying on, but like I say, I was meant to once he started talking, I enjoyed it, so I wasn't bothered after the fact. But I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, yeah, keep that. Maybe keep him silent for a bit. What's he about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so here's my title for this segment here: Cody in the ring with the legend who debuted after Cody's match last week. So it's Cody. Cody's in the ring. Don't worry about that part there. Yeah,
you think Sting's getting physical?
I think he will. I honestly think.
I think so as well. I think so. I think if he's gonna have any matches, there'll be two, and there'll be Darby Allin, and then he's the important one against Cody.
Oof.
In Cody's eyes, you know what I mean?
Oof. Okay. All right. Now, look, it's about time we just keep going with this fucking rolling on with the show here. All right, here we go. It's Team Taz time.
I see you around, kid. He said that on his way out as well. That was nice. Cody's
Yeah, no,
sulky
that
little
was
face.
the best.
Yeah.
When he went right up to him and he said, "See you around, kid." Poof. Oh,
When he
that's what
grabbed him
happened.
and he's like holding him like, like school
Dude.
bully, almost. See you around, kid.
We were chatting so much during that segment. My notes are in our chat, not in my actual notes. So that's where the fucking things. That's so hilarious because I remember I made note of that too. I was like, when he said that, I was like, what? No, but dude, that's so funny, man. That's so funny. All right, so Team Taz time. Who the fuck is this homeless kid with Team Taz now? Who is this fucking bum kid they picked up? Like, who is this? Like, they just said, fuck it, we need to round off the numbers here. Give us some little bum here. I don't know who the hell. And then halfway through, I'm like, oh shit, is that little
Captain Hook?
what the fuck? Barb? Oh no, Hook. That's what it was. Not it was Barb.
Barb.
Like, it's a hook. It's a hook, not a barb.
Barb.
It's not a barb on a. It's a full hook. It's a full-on hook. So. Left or right, though. I don't know if it's going to be left or right hook. We'll see which way he swings when he gets a little bit older, finds himself after college. Oh, all right. All right. So, I don't know. What do you think, Team Taz? Anything to say about Triple T while we're here into Team Taz tribute?
No. Ricky Starks is awesome. That's it.
That's it? Just Ricky Starks is awesome?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Ricky Starks being awesome here leads us into Varsity Blondes taking on FTR.
That was the one positive I could find.
Oh, here we go. 1 second here. Here we go. If Cody retires Sting, I'll just quit watching wrestling. I think so too. I think AEW will officially have shit the bed if Cody retires Sting. 100%. Even if Sting,
That's what Cody's pitching. Oh, imagine how awesome it will be if I could, look how awesome I'll look afterwards. If I can retire a 61-year-old man who everyone thought were already retired.
I don't want to see any wrestler grandpas in AEW.
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
Let's
Fair
get
enough.
Tully Blanchard in there, Jake the Snake. Let's have a fucking forward.
Any thoughts if there will be a future dream match between Jericho and Sting eventually? Yeah, we saw Jericho shared that in his feeds too.
I mean, it's a way for Sting to go with two older guys in that regard. I know, like, Jericho's, fighting all the people he haven't fought on that, but I just feel like Sting cannot have many miles on him. You know what I mean? If he's got a multi-year contract, stays around for 3 years or whatever, I don't think he should have more than... They might have a couple of matches in sort of succession coming in, but I don't think he should have more than 1 a year anyway. So,
well, I mean, the dude, I see Sting being in a tag team match right away, and I mean, that could definitely line up with Inner Circle.
You can protect him. You can protect him in that regard, yeah.
Yeah, let Darby take all the big bumps. Sting comes in for his shine, and then Sting gets the pin, right? Bang, there we go. Sting was in a match again in 2020. 2021. My God. I tell you, the title, ever since I win this title, Dezzie Omega, I've just let it go to my head here, man. I swear to God. Okay, now let's get
super glued it to your t-shirt.
It's stitched actually on the back there. I stitched the back of it. So I'm just joking. It's not. It still comes off. You see, like that there. Oh, I almost did the. I should do this here. Yeah, upside down titles. It's a pro wrestling trope. I love it. The first time you hold up your belt, if it's not upside down, you're not doing it right. Woo! All right, so let's talk about Varsity Blondes and FTR here. Am I already becoming? Have I already become stale on FTR? Has the veil already been pulled back for me? In WWE, I found them boring.
This was boring. Thank
you.
This was really boring.
I'm a fan of Griff Garrison. Huge fan of Griff Garrison, man. Geez, more than anybody should be a fan of Griff Garrison, I think, at this point. And Brian Pillman Jr., obviously, the guy's so charismatic. You're just waiting for him to do more and more. So it's good to have a spot here on the main card. I'm not against them being a tag team, but man, what was the thing here? I didn't get it.
No, I didn't get it as well. Like, you could see the intensity on Dax's face. Like, obviously, it said this is the first match they've had since losing the belt. So, but I wanted to see more intensity. Like, they took 90% of the match anyway, but I mean, it didn't feel like definitive. Like, that we're talking about later on the show, we are the best. So it's like your first outing should be, afterwards should be
really,
I don't know, more intense, more dominating, more.
Yeah. No BS. Cut them off right away. No BS. Boom, 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 boom.
But I don't know. I just didn't have a lot of fun with this match at all, really.
Well, thank you very much, because I'm not alone then. It's good.
Yeah, oh no, yeah, I just thought this was really boring. And this is when, like, at this point of the show, I'm thinking this show's fucking, this is a bang average show.
Hey, Johnny Howell with a good point here. I mean, everybody fucking gets one once in their life, right? Even a broken clock is right 2 times a day. Love the fact that Garrison and Pillman Jr. get TV time for an actual match that they can be featured in, and that's very true. This was actually a very good reason for it. That's the thing, that the good takeaway from this, aside from it being, essentially, I could watch this match through the window while I'm taking bong hits, I guess, if I wanted to, but I didn't. Man, I am loving this look here. With the glasses, the title. The
I can tell you fucking your voice has changed and everything. You got this presence about it.
Bro, man, this is what it is, dude. Okay, so here we go.
The title's changed you. Fucking hell.
Oof. Hey, man, winning the
Dezzie
championship
Rhodes soon. Watch that ego get out of fucking control.
Throne breaker, buddy. I'll be the throne breaker. I'll fix the throne that's broken. No, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Marvez is with Hangman Page here, and Hangman Page wearing the most cowboy shit I've ever seen in my entire life. This shirt could not be more cowboy if it was literally made out of cow leather on the back of a horse. This was so cowboy shit. And I love that fucking spot with fucking Reynolds and Silver. How long have you boys been there? Well, 7 days. Silver and Reynolds just teaming with Page. This is exciting for me because there's so much depth here. We've seen it before. This has kind of been a little bit of the same song and dance we've had with Dark Order in the past, where it's like, hey, I'll team with you, but we're not affiliated. Very reluctant. But with Hangman, he just makes it work. It's so fun. And Silver, man, John Silver is so fucking good. So here we go. But he's not joining them. He's making that very clear that he's not joining them. And they're so happy.
It's just a one-off. It's just a one-off. But I am looking forward to all this. I'm enjoying the Dark Order Hangman stuff. So, yeah, more of that.
Yeah, no, exactly, man. More of it, please. All right. So here we go. This is where the show started to turn around a bit. Well, it kind of, before it really...
After the match.
Yeah, I mean, but this was like the turning point. Well, not really.
Yeah. Evil Uno had the turning point.
Yeah. I think
but the match, because me and you were messaging, like you sent me a message, I replied, I looked up Dustin's posing, so I'm like, oh, well, that was quick. And am I going to rewind it? Is there any point? No, I won't. You know what I mean? Dustin won, fine. But it was the stuff after the match that's what lifted me.
And that's the story here, right? That's exactly the story here. Evil Uno, Dark Order coming in there and looking to take Dustin Rhodes on. And honestly, that's not even the worst thing for Dustin to do right now. That'd be so nice if Dustin got courted and got taken into the Dark Order. I'd be such a fan of that at this point because, like, really, what's happened to the Nightmare family? What's happened to this collective? Fuck all. They're, you know what I mean? Like, come on, Dustin, do something with the twilight of your career here. And I love that moment of where the hand is up and Dustin very obviously telegraphs that he's going to slap the shit out of Uno. But I mean, even that's a match right there. I'd love to see Uno versus Dustin. Holy shit. But yeah, so I mean,
the bit for me were like when he's talking to Dustin and he were on about like you deserve more. And he went, even in AEW, you're only the third most important Rhodes. Obviously, putting Brandy above him, I fucking popped so hard. I laughed. I literally laughed. In fact, I messaged you straight away going, oh, snap. I fucking love that. That was such a good line. That lifted my spirits. But yeah, they wanted him to join. They even had a designated number for him, didn't they? Number 7. It's like, so.
There you go.
Imagine trying to recruit someone. Couldn't be number 7. You could be number 7. Oh, what? Cheers.
Well, hey, if those first 6 were fucking who.
The numbers don't. There's no order to the numbers, though, is there? It's weird.
7 is the kid that Alan Pegg adopted on Married with Children, so I'll never be able to take that name seriously. Colt always said he wasn't going to join the Dark Order. He would just experiment with them for the time being.
Yeah, I was thinking that when he were on about like he signed Justin. What happened with the Colt Cabana? We were building it a lot more than we thought someone was going to come for it. Now he's just a member. Yeah. I don't think he's even got a number. So Justin's already jumping over him. So I'm not sure has Colt got a number?
I don't know.
I don't think he has it? I didn't mean to be dismissive.
Because Dustin was 7, right? That was his name and failed.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Oh, is that when the white face paint and that. Is that
Yeah, when he came out and he was just like, "This
right,
is
yeah.
bullshit. Like, I'm better than this. This is bullshit."
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Right, all right. Well, there in that yeah, makes perfect sense. Good on him.
All right, now, so for Brandy Rhodes and a former NBA player who got tied up in this match here, coming up in this segment.
Thank fuck, I was excited, buzzing after Evil Uno's line. That got me through this. Because during this, I was fucking shouting at my TV. In anger. Fucking hell, go on, take it away. There's fucking
no, you go. You're on a roll.
It was just
brother.
the introduction thing, you know. It's like, oh, I'm sat here with Brandy, chief brand officer. She's buzzing. She's like, oh, thank you, Tony, thank you. Then Tony introduces a pop culture icon, a fucking household name, global fucking mega superstar, lists him on all his accomplishments, and she's like, what? You give him all that, and then you just, what's she on about? Butter in his toast, and I just get chief brand officer. What? Well, yes. He's listing his accomplishments because he's accomplished something. Because he is someone who's done something, who's done lots of things, who's still doing things. You are a fucking nobody, Brandy. You are a nobody. At least he introduced you with your job title, because do you even do that job? It fucked me off how she dared even get angry at that. And this is why I sound like a proper mark and like, don't you know the characters? Don't you know? The thing is with Brandy and Cody, they're not characters. They're not fucking characters. The people, and they fucking frustrate the fuck out of me. I'm like, you're a fucking nobody. Sorry, I'm getting worked up. I need to breathe and that, but like, fuck me, it fucked me off that. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Who are you? Fucker, get the fuck off me telly. Why are you even here? And then all about, like I said last before, Jade Cargill. Have you seen the signs of Jade Cargill? Brandy, are you serious? She's like 7 foot tall, built like a brick shit house. I wouldn't fight her. And Brandy's giving all this, and then disrespect me like that. Who are you? You don't deserve respect. You've done nothing. Why should anyone respect you? And again, what saved it is Shaq's face when he's wet and he's just staring at the camera. That made me fucking chuckle. But I genuinely mad. And I'm mad now. My back's up. Fucking head standing around. I'm ready for action. Where's Brandy? Where's she?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm brief. What did you think about this?
My cheeks are so sore right now, dude. My cheeks are so sore right now, man.
Well, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You tell me what you thought.
You know, Dean is excited when his hands start flying.
Nearly knocked my glass of water up.
Okay, so obviously the Shaq thing is the meme of him with the hot sauces, right? Where he was like reacting to hot sauces, like from the hot ones. But good. So she gets first billing over Shaq. Okay. Wow. Brandy, the fact that Brandy, okay. Why is she talking? But why is she talking? All this butter spread. No. Let's give her full accolades. Let's give Brandy Rhodes her full accolades. The wife of a pro wrestler, the former ring announcer of a developmental brand of the biggest pro wrestling company in the world that never let her get in the ring once, not even one time on television. The person who got multiple wins over very accomplished women on the pro wrestling scene, surely because of who her husband was and the clout that they were building on the scene at the time with the elite there. Oh my gosh. Nepotism. Let's give it its full run here. Let's give it the full everything it's here because her husband's given her spot. Her husband has given her the spot in this company on this television show. She does not. I am sure there's somebody out there who is really into marketing that deserves to be the chief brand officer of AEW, who could do a better job with what they've done, an actual job, who wouldn't appear on television. I've never seen WWE's chief brand officer before. And even then, Stephanie McMahon, Vince McMahon, Shane, and Linda, I don't agree with any of that at all. I think it's all horseshit too. So don't try to get on me about WWE love because I fucking don't like any of it, okay? I'm just saying this. If you're going to have a job here, you better be damn good at it. And she's already shown that she sucks at it, okay? So why is she even on the TV anymore? Why is she even taking up valuable space here? Why are you going to pay the money for Shaq? I feel bad
why
for
she
Tony
never
Khan.
been not on the TV? This is what
I feel bad for Tony Khan and fucking Tony Khan and his dad spending their fucking money, real money, to get Shaq here into Florida, only to have him share the camera with fucking Oh, and you know why they didn't do this live in front of the crowd is because the crowd would have just booed the shit out of it. The crowd would have booed the shit. Anybody with a pulse would have booed the shit out of it.
Yeah, genuine. Yeah, genuine.
Oh my God. No,
I bet the
but she
thought
has to
about
be
doing it
such
in
a
ring
big
originally.
part. She has to be such a big part of the show here. This is ridiculous. She throws water in Shaq's face. This is laughable. If it was funny, I couldn't even muster up a laugh. Last week was one of my favorite episodes of AEW Dynamite. Absolutely, bar none, last week was one of my favorites. And what do? You know what they say. The pendulum swings both ways, motherfucker. And this was it, smacking you right in the face. The Rhodes just going boom. Holy shit. That's right. There is a double side to the sword here, okay? That's what happened here.
I don't want to not like anything about AEW, and it's like I've got two big fucking anchors round my neck, in Cody and Brandy. Brandy's the worst, so it's like it's just forced all the time, forced down. You know, remember how much I didn't like Roman Reigns when they were getting pushed every week. Yeah, well said, Shanna. Well said,
Shanna. Shanna is going to be. It's going to be Dynamite with Dezzie, Dean, and Shanna from now on because this girl needs to be on this fucking program. Every comment she's had here has been so on point, and this encapsulates it all. This is going to be in the new intro of the show. This
Shanna
episode felt like a bad hangover. This was, oh my gosh, this felt like a bad hangover indeed. This is what I feel right now. I feel like I'm hungover. Thank you so much, Shanna.
But Brandy just shouldn't be on us. Just shouldn't be on. I was hoping that when she did her arm, that I'd write her off TV for ages so they could just let her fuck off. And then if she comes back, just come back in little drips and drabs and then hopefully let something happen. Wait till something happens organically and naturally. And then, right, that's the time. Let's bring her forward. No. She gets she's had about 15 gimmicks and they've only been around a year. She's just involved in every fucking, what she done also, all I know she's done so far is trick women into pain just to prove they're a real fan. That's all I know. You know, that's not fun. Anyone who's in AEW, I should appreciate that. The people who are in it, it's about you, not. But it still to me seems false why you'd have to, if you're a real women's fan, pay some money to prove it. You should be pushing heels, and it should just be all the women wrestling fans, whether they have to pay or not, discussing and feeling comfortable and learning. That's what it should be. But it's not. So she should even fuck that up.
Yeah. But I mean,
I'm getting mad again. I'm going to have a piece of chocolate so I can have something sweet and nice in my mouth.
God forbid you have a man like Dean telling them what to do with a women's organization like that, because this is just asking for, us to get canceled here for sure.
Already woke, but you know what I mean. No, but you shouldn't have to pay. You shouldn't have to pay.
No, you shouldn't have to. And we're coming up to the AEW heels advertisement, anyways, in the women's match. God, what an awesome women's match! I'm sorry, I'm just really biased, but yeah, honestly though, this whole thing
it's for in the books there with feminists.
It leaves a really bitter taste in my mouth. This whole thing here with.
That's why I had some chocolate. I've just had some sweet chocolate, literally, because there's a bit of taste in my mouth. Quite literally. A nice chocolate.
I don't even know. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it anymore.
I said to you, I said, I need to start being nicer because when I talk about Brandy and Cody, I get fucking. At least its mouth's open waiting for me. Look who's in there, he'll give me one back. Look who's in the shark's mouth, he'll give me one back.
Son of a bitch.
Blue tacks for the lady's pleasure.
One of these days, I'm going to let these guys breathe.
Cheered me up a bit.
Look at that. One of these days, I'm going to let those guys breathe. I got a Jericho and I got a Christian and Jericho right up there on the wall. One of these days on AEW Dynamite with Dezzie and Dean here, this ring up here is going to get christened with Chris Jericho soon. So we'll see.
Christened,
right? Christened.
So yeah, so like I said, what I'm about saying, I need to start being nicer because I get one. But today I said to you, dinner, no, we're pulling no punches. Fuck them. Yeah, I'm moving on. Don't make Brandy graphics. Yeah, do not make Brandy graphics. I'm out of here.
God no. No.
Triple B. Fuck that.
Listen.
Fuck that. I'll be walking.
I'll do anything for Dean, but I won't do that. Oh no, I won't do that.
Would you want to see a match between Shaq and Cody?
I'd rather see a match between Shaq and Brandy. I think is what Shanna said here too earlier on.
No, because she'd go over. She'd go over. Don't be stupid. She'd go over.
She'd go over. She would tell to go over. All right, so we got Jericho backstage now with the Inner Circle.
She'll go over Jade.
Oh no, Jericho's in the ring here with the Inner Circle there. Will they break up the hottest thing in AEW? God, I hope they would not. Ortiz, you're great. Wardlow, you're great. Don't ever change. I love it.
I like that.
I love it. That. These guys are great assets, but they're as people, I don't know.
Yeah, growing on me like a fungus. Like a fungus.
Yeah, Ortiz really pulled his own here through the segment. I like that Jericho pulled the brakes here. Ortiz really pulled the segment. You're better than him, and you know it.
Yeah. Ortiz, I think, if they want to start, everyone were great, but I think Ortiz probably was the start of this segment.
Yeah,
but this was great. Everyone was great. Everyone was great. This is such a fucking great act.
Dude, they're so good. There's so many layers to it. They're even
Jacob Wardlow stuff. Hang on, I've got a question. Why is this fucking staring at me all the time? He's staring at you.
Creepy.
You've been staring at me since I got here. It was nice to hear Wardlow speak and get some, wasn't it? Dude, and I'm like, oh my God, he's got a beautiful voice, man. Jesus, I'm not even gay. I've let that man do things to me. He's beautiful.
It's 2020. You don't have to say gay or straight anymore. There's no labels.
Exactly.
People just like to get their dicks wet. That's what happens.
Just Wardlow. Give me it.
Can you imagine Inner Circle in its own match? It's going to happen fucking one day. The Inner Circle is going to have the Inner Circle implosion. Maybe I'll just text somebody and throw that name out there, see if that sticks. But seriously, though, dude, like they're going to fight each other and it's going to be this big side versus like, then you look at Sammy saying, hey, man, I will quit. Anything else here and I'm leaving. Sammy, face push, imminent. Like, please, this is it. He's separating himself from the group. It's so great. Everything's happening organically.
I like that
because Rhodes to come
got in Chris's face as well, didn't he? He said it to MJF. I'm going to tell you this, but I liked how he turned and got in Chris's face, and I'm going to tell you this as well. You know what I mean? I did like that. Everyone were great. And Chris were great as the mediator back and forth. Even his last line, like, Max, he's spoiling it. You know, all these little back and forths were great. And then we're going to get some... Could we have them split off? And we can have so much fun with them as an act for going forward. But then split them off into, you know, Jericho's and MJF's. And then you've got the big guys, all the matches you could have. Wardlow and Jake Hager and that. You know what I mean? You could have Santana and Ortiz being on separate side having matches. You know, so much fun. So I don't want them to break up, but I sort of want them to at least play with it. You know, here, there, and everywhere. JT, my hands are going wild. These are spirit fingers. These, the spirit fingers. Bring it on reference there.
Inner Circle implosion trademark it. Yeah, good one there. You know, it's getting cold in here. There might be some toros in the atmosphere here. Dean, what do you think? JT West saying Sammy will flip by February's pay-per-view. Hey, that's good timing. I'll take JT's word on that one there. He's a seasoned knowledge holder, as we say.
I think I'm getting taken off TV for a bit. Slowly, his face pushed down, but I mean, I've been looking forward to that since he joined in the circle. So, yeah. But like I say, everyone was fantastic here. Everyone. Yeah,
it's such good.
Tell you how good everyone was. We haven't even really mentioned MJF, who's normally the star of any segment he's in. We've talked about the others. Like I say, especially Ortiz. I was impressed by it. Ortiz were fantastic. Really good.
Well, it's like Chris and MJF knew, you know, they don't have to be the star of every segment here. They can back off. And that's what they did this week, and it showed so well. Everybody shined so good, man.
And I like the not stupid thing as well. You know, when MJF's on about the towel, or Sammy tried to do it, and Chris is like, we watch fucking Dynamite. We're not idiots. Yeah. You know, like in some, like you get this make-believe where they don't know what's going on around behind your back or whatever. They were kind of like, no, we saw you, fucking dick.
And that's the best. That was the real shit that you've never seen. You've never seen somebody just say like, oh yeah, hey, you know, I actually watched this program here.
Yeah.
The side eye cut, they asked things. Yeah, that side was so good too. When they both were like looking at each other still when they were looking forward. Well, so good. That whole thing was so good. So
it was brilliant.
All right, now to keep up with the upswing of this night here, Eddie Kingston, Butcher and the Blade of the family taking on Lance Archer and the Lucha Brothers, Lance and the Lucha Bros. And my gosh, this was fun for me because I love Lance Archer. Obviously, I love Lance Archer. I love the Lucha Bros, but I love Eddie Kingston, and so there's so much for me to love here.
Everyone in the ring, they're all awesome.
What do you say?
What about the match?
I mean, about everything, yeah.
Something got taken out. I think that telegraphed the match. because it's like, well, Lance is in it, so they want to. As soon as Penta did never join the match, I assumed that that's to protect Lance, as in
You
it's
sound
okay if he
scratching yourself,
loses because it's 3-on-2, and if he didn't need protecting anymore, then you work over his leg, and if you didn't need protecting anymore, you want to make him strong, then you have him stand tall at the end as well. I think they just triple down on making sure that Lance, for when they're ready to push him towards something, were protected. But in doing so, they made Penta look fucking really fucking weak.
Yeah.
For going through
Yeah.
a single paper thin table and then he's out of the match.
Being out. Yeah.
You know, I mean, having the doctors tech him and him limping his hand as if like, oh, that wasn't planned, but it's like, you know, I don't know.
I mean, like it's tough because like we all know, and I mean, I'm not saying we all know because whatever, but you know, we've been a wrestling fans to know long enough that yes, tweaks like that can happen, especially when you're going through stuff like with the table. You know what I mean? So playing it off like that, you know, like sort of blur the line a bit, right? You know, because we still do need that kayfabe. There is still that line that we need of fourth wall. You know what I mean? To keep in and out. Otherwise, if there's no fourth wall ever, then you know what I mean? What's the point, kind of thing? So I kind of like the fact that they dip in and out of it like that, where there still is a line to toe, as it were.
Well, make it do something that's we've seen a billion table spots. Do something do something that's a bit more brutal then. Do something that's just a touch more brutal to go, yeah, you can't walk. You know what I mean? I don't know.
If he's really injured, though, then I mean, like right here, Shanna's saying that it was to write Penta off TV because of a real injury. So, fuck, if he was really injured, good on him for even going out there to do that segment.
That's right? Fair enough in that thing, but it still almost felt like, right, so if that were the case, you'd put Pac in if you need 3 if he's injured. Do you know, I think, for me, when it happened, it telegraphed the result.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it happened before the fucking bell. And I'm like, oh, so now I know. And it played out like that, you know. It did play out exactly like that. It felt like upset Lance, and like I say, they really.
Well, I mean, that's for next week now. They could have this next week now, where Pac comes in and says, "Hey, man, that wasn't fucking fair at all. Like that happened before the bell, so now here we go." You know.
But I also don't like seeing Lance have his leg worked over and reaching for the small high flyer in the corner to save him. When same bit of that. Like I say, you already
club mount.
Yeah,
you're the big man here.
But I liked to start. I liked how before the bell thing, he just fucking crossbody dived straight over the ropes, took them all out. The match was fun. I think Butch. I liked how as well when Archie got in, he took out Blade, but he crashed against Butcher. He got the better of him a few seconds later, but it won. I'm on touch. I'm going to wipe you out. The Butcher is a big fucker, and I like the Butcher. I've got a lot of time for him, so I liked that they sort of crashed, and Butcher's like, "No, you'll need more than that," and it took more than that, you know.
Yeah.
Butcher's ace. They're all this.
The Butcher is really. He really.
They're all this. Yeah.
All right, so we got Jade Cargill backstage,
we'll get more
and Jade Cargill is beating the crap out of everybody. There's a big scrap here. She's pals with Nyla now, so I mean.
Well, it's Red Velvet initially, wasn't it? They were both beating up Red Velvet with a chair, weren't they? And then we got a little bit of a brawl.
Yeah, then everybody sort of came out for the
back of it.
So hey, Jade Cargill's here to stay, and. I mean, Shaq was making some good points about her, right? That, you know, like, hey, she's tough. She's big and tough. I don't know why Brandy thinks she has a chance, but I mean, this is where we are. So
Brandy's like what knee height to her. She'd squash her.
Yeah, but
you know what? That'd be good. Put that on TV. Give me just a squash match. Jade slinging her all over, absolutely destroy her, and just put her, pin her with her foot on her chest. Give me some of that, but it won't happen. Brandy, if they have a match, Brandy's well going over, and we're going to all love her even more than we already do for it. Yay! Fuck.
All right. Well, now
no chocolate. No chocolate.
No chocolate left. Here we go. Let's keep it going. Abaddon taking on Tesha Price in what very much was Abaddon in action.
This was super squash, right? Yeah.
Is what it was. There wasn't any. Hey, let's get Tesha Price some TV time here. It was let's get Abaddon over here right away. My gosh, though, I am
right. So that's what you want. If you only got a small segment, that's what you want. Abaddon looks insanely strong, which she did.
That's right, and this is exactly it here, JT, my girl, exactly.
Excited. Yeah, she's awesome. Abaddon, such a good look.
Oh my god,
such a good presence.
Everything is so good there. She's so polished at it, obviously, and wow, Tesha Price defeated easily. Just the pounding starts there. Sheeta comes in And Sheeta, oh my god, I love Sheeta so much. Sheeta is just like so wow,
Same.
you know, like
Same.
oh my god. So yeah,
She's awesome.
Sheeta comes in and she gets in the ring, and I'm like, oh wow, so they're gonna have like a little bit of a face-off moment, right, where she's gonna tease the whap, just whap. Like I have not even just wow, that was a fucking blast to the head, man. That was a straight up blast to the head with a kendo stick. That wasn't a point to your gut and then over your back. That was a crack on your forehead. I'm surprised there wasn't a massive split. Wow. So then she's helping her get out, and of course you see where this is going. You see where this is going. Abaddon is out blasted cold with that one shot, laying flat out. Sheeta's helping Tesha get up, and the way that Abaddon sat up was just like, yeesh. Like I'm screaming yes at the TV. I'm yelling at my computer here, and like in the morning, and it's like, oh my god, it was so fun, man. I had so much fun with that.
Jericho's just fell down the shark's throat. Oops, hope he's all right down there.
We got a new champion here.
But yeah, the stuff for Sheeta, I like. Sheeta's clearly not scared of the challenge of the fight, but she just don't know how to take Abaddon. So there was apprehension before she got in the ring, and she was like, "I need to put you down." She brought a weapon to put her down and try to put her down all of might. So it's like healthy fear. Like natural instinct sort of fear of needing to, and I like that. And I think they're going to have a fucking night match. And it's nice, these little things, like we're actually getting a nice women's story that has action in it, that's building to something. Nice story. Awesome.
Absolutely. So we have Kenny Omega talking with Don Callis here. Wait, was Don Callis in the back of that little chopper, or did they just move the camera and then they put Don Callis in the front of this little tiny chopper to make it look like he also got out of this little helicopter here? Just help me out here, because I get it. You rent a helicopter, but for some reason it's too small or it's cheaper. So they get this little tiny one that looked like a two-seater. It looked like a two-seater to me. That looked like cargo in the back. I don't know. Let's look replays. But either way, it just looked like they have Kenny Omega, or they had Don behind that. Whatever.
No, let's get to the real issue, Des. Was he sat in that helicopter or not?
JR saying that Don Callis is a boil on the ass of life was fucking hilarious. That was fucking hilarious. Don Callis saying the stakes were higher here than in the Montreal Screwjob because of holy shit, dude. That is some shots fired right there. And I love how he says nepotism isn't it a wonderful thing. That's the AEW motto. That's literally the AEW motto. So
I liked this. I think Don Callis is great in this role. They pretty much just repeated a lot of the things they said on Impact, which I'm assuming that for anyone who didn't, because I didn't watch Impact, I watched the segment.
Yeah.
And basically just covered a lot of that. But he didn't mention stuff like in that the Impact thing. He was talking about, I'm a collector, collect comic books and stuff. So obviously the internet's rife now. We're like, is he just going to be collecting belts? Which would be awesome. Like comparing to collecting, I like collecting this and that. It would be nice if he can. Is it just going to be as simple as, right, I'll collect your world title as well when it comes to Impact? Or will he go all over the place collecting belts?
Well, he still has the AAA one, right? So he still has AAA.
That's it. So he's got that. And then, he can take the Impact one. And then, obviously, the dream match, what everyone would like to see is him go to New Japan off his former Golden Lovers tag mate to take his belt. And sort of union of them all started. If you build that over a few months of him just taking belts here, there, and everywhere, to build to that, that'd be awesome. And then Ibushi goes over him to put an end to it. But we're about a week. Kenny not getting no character from her. What? Give me more than just being shit hot in the ring. I've got it. I've got it now, and I'm fucking all in. Kenny's great. Don's great. This act's great. The idea, the story is great. I'm in. And I'm already like, I said I really didn't want Mox to lose because he's doing so well. It's like, I am all in for this.
Yeah.
Let Mox just have some wars with people, you know what I mean? Without belts. I'm loving this stuff.
All right, next week on the show, we got Cody taking on Angelico, Hangman Page and Silver Reynolds taking on the Hardy Party. SCU versus the Acclaimed. That's going to be a good one. Max Caster's going to be doing some awesome rapping. Deeb and Swole taking on Ivalise and Diamante, who are back together as a tag team. And Snoop Dogg is going to be here on December 6th, which then triggered the Undertaker and Snoop Dogg very weird cross combination on WWE Shop to be taken down, apparently. So that's interesting. Man, WWE's petty as hell, hey? Holy crap. Holy crap. So that should be a good one. And main event time, bro. Let's get into it here. Let's crack this egg. MJF taking on Orange Cassidy here. Did you start or no? Okay. MJF taking on Orange Cassidy here. Best friends in inner circle at ringside turned into a pretty much a lumberjack match here by the end of it. MJF diving into the ring to avoid the orange punch. I thought that was a super awesome spot there. But man, that orange punch, you know what I mean? Holy smokes. I'm just a fan of the Superman punch, dude. Honestly, since Roman's had it, I'm a fan of Orange Cassidy's version of it.
I think Orange Cassidy looks well more devastating than Roman's. Put some venom on it. And that comes from MJF's a fucking really good seller. When you watch him, even in little subtle things, he's a really good seller. And he went in uber heel mode in this match, wasn't he? Uber heel mode. There's some great work from him. But like I said, working over his hands a lot. One of the idea was to take the orange punch out of the equation. Doing lots of breaking his fingers. And so then when he hit it, and he kicked out, and then he hit it again, which they both looked devastating, didn't they? Like, let's say, part of OC, but a lot to do with MJF as well. But yeah, you know about best friends leaving, it turned into a bit of a lumberjack. I was like, because I obviously make notes and stuff, I looked up, I saw him walking out, I'm like, I thought they'd been ejected at first, you know, because about the scuffle on the outside. So I'm like, what's going on? And then came back with Shanna's boys and a few others, and Jake Cutler cosplaying as Charlotte Flair. I don't know, is that his ring gear?
Hey, that's wicked though. Don't tease his dragon ring gear there. I love that D&D ring gear there. That's awesome. So we got some wicked matches. We got some really cool stuff here. Like we saw that apron powerbomb from MJF to Orange Cassidy when he put his hands in his pockets.
With his hands in his pockets, yeah,
that's cool. That double underhook shoulder breaker, man. Holy shit, that's some old school shit right there, man. That shoulder breaker, oof. MJF almost outsmarted with that bat spot there. I thought that was really nice.
Great
how they
spot,
pulled that back and forth.
Really nice, really nice.
Super awesome close call with that orange punch, man. Then he hit that second orange punch. Wardlow puts the leg up there. Everybody outside starts going off here. This is where it got kind of... So is this going to be... Is that Miro's now his finisher, that clothesline? Is that Lariat now like the big Miro move? Because that was huge, and that finished him off, obviously. So MJF gets to keep... What's that?
Yeah, so off the back of that, MJF got the win, didn't he? Off of Miro, took him out.
Yeah, like the Lariat, the huge Lariat, the clothesline. It wasn't even like a...
I hope it's not finished. He's just that much of a monster that I just can wipe you out with one of them. I fucking love Miro. Exactly. I love Miro so much. Afterwards, that fucking jumper he had on, that was shit. I want one of them for Christmas. But fucking, when he's stood on the stage and Trent walks up to him and he's just like, fucking come on then, and starts kicking off, dragging. The dude who we threw off the stage. Normally, when you throw someone off a stage that fucking high, there's something to catch him. The camera didn't follow that poor bastard. Is he all right? He just fucking disappeared. I'm like, there's nothing there. We've seen that section of the floor a second ago. There's nothing there. And it wasn't the best throw. I reckon he's got 2 broken arms now. I might never see him again. But he just started dragging people, kicking the fuck out of him. And he's just so... Fuck, I love Miro. Yes. But the match was great. MJF, super heel, keeps his diamond ring. And also, he looks strong. And this, like you said, the last bit of the show were a lot more entertaining than the first. And we got more. Miro in a fucking mental jumper, kicking off. I've seen those like when he used to play rugby and I was like, fuck, come on, you know, he starts storming into everybody, diving at fucking, I loved it.
Miro needs to lay low a bit after that throw. So, yeah, that...
He's, it didn't follow him, and I think that's interesting. They probably saw over camera angle and thought...
Yeah, throw up the X's here. He was not supposed to toss him like that.
I say,
you know where you were supposed to toss these guys.
I said, because we never saw him. Like, is he okay? It's a fucking long way to go, that. Especially when you're going fucking head first.
I don't want to laugh at anybody's misfortune, but I do want to laugh at the image of this guy getting thrown into the abyss here. So that's good. I love that Miro's such a monster. They're showing him just monster off, and MJF with the last word.
Yeah, I beat him clean in the middle. I was fucking pissing myself. I thought, you funny bastard. What MJF though? That's how you can do it. Spin it around. Don't forget about me. That was funny.
That's so good. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, it was like you said, it turned itself around. That episode definitely turned itself around for me. And of course, I just love spending time with you, Dean. I wish we were roommates, dude. I wish you could just live here, or we could live somewhere together, brother. It's so fun.
Yeah, it would be good. It would be good.
One day. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning into the show here
let's
this
buy
week.
A cruise ship.
Let's go. Let's buy a cruise ship.
You know what I mean? 4 days a year. Just do it.
Dean, any parting words here for the audience?
Check out Triple D Gaming on YouTube. I've started putting some matches together with a lot of some people who watch this. I've made characters of me and you. I've made rages, cruisers. I'm putting some matches together, booking them a touch where I can, and we're having some fun with them. So I've just put 2 Fatal 4-Ways up. The winner of them 2 will get to face the Triple D champion. The rebranded champions. I've changed my branding up champions, but we'll get that. But yeah, check out Triple D Gaming and Triple D Wrestling on YouTube as well while you're there. And
that's right.
And just thanks for watching. You're all awesome. I've still got my arms waving ever since branding. But at least at the end, it was for a good reason for Miro kicking off. But I can't seem to keep them still at the moment. But yeah, cheers for watching.
Cheers, Shannon. Thank you so much. See you guys.
Cheers, Shannon.
Well, I missed the bump and I missed the hit. Well, I missed that psychedelic trip. Well, I didn't quit. I just ran out of money. Give me another drink and I'll tell ya, I ain't feeding no lines. But that girl you knew last summer,